Meditations with Marcas de Eulalia from the Global South. Well, I've been doing this itinerary since so many times since I thought I wouldn't did it anymore. This time I'm doing with a heavy bag, a huge heavy bag, and well, this bag is so huge. Sometimes I broke some. Oh, I forget, but rodamiento. I break the rodamientos. Well, I've searched for this word, and I also posted as a posting on Facebook, just because of nothing. But this is the kind of posting I would like to see. Like, I don't know, some guy posting vocabulary, and well, I did search for I don't remember now because these are words I don't use too much. This a word I was listening on radio. You know what? I'm gonna turn on the radio now. I will stop. I will turn the radio. Turn on. Sicariato. You know how to say sicariato in English? Hitman. But hitman, I guess, is the person who does the sicariato, the hitman. Sicariato will be like hitmaning or hitting man, something like. And I was talking about that. I think this is not the original phenomena, you know. I just saying, just talking about sociology. Like, I think every time in history that there's a lot of immigrants, poor immigrants. Also there's a lot of problems, but not because the immigrants are bad, but because society already is bad. Understand? Like Chile already, I don't know about who was the sicariato de Concon, the sicario de Concon, for example. But imagine that there was a Chilean who died. A Chilean who was killed by the hitman. Oh, I'm listening radio now. I guess it's better to listen some bullshit. Well, it's not all bullshit. Well, imagine that in Chile, there was a hitman murder, but and the hitman itself, it was a Venezuelan. Just imagine it. Yeah. I'm saying that because people right here, they used to hate and expulse and send back to Venezuela the criminals from Venezuela. Just because of that. Well, imagine that happens, that someone pays some Venezuelan to kill someone. Imagine that. Who paid this guy? It was Chilean too. So we have one Chilean who who wanted to murder another Chilean, and then he paid a Venezuelan to do it. Understand what's going on? So there are two Chileans who hate each other, or maybe one Chilean who don't even hate another Chilean, but have this interest on murder another Chilean. I don't know why, because of money, I guess, and then this Chilean hire a hitman, which is a Venezuelan who has no job, has nothing to do, understand? Who needs money, and that's the hitman. So this guy, this Venezuelan hitman, is not a bad guy, and he's just a poor man, like so many Brazilians. So I think a hitman is not a bad person. It's just well, imagine you need a hitman. Well, this conversation is getting dark, isn't it? It's getting even darker. What I was saying is that there is a technique to do anything, just like Misfits song, Saturday Night, I guess. There's 50, 51, 52 ways to murder anyone. 1 and 2 are the same, and they both work as well. I'm coming clean for Amy. Horror punk. Well, I'm listening right now shit music, not Misfit. Well, I never murdered anyone, but if I had to do it, it's better for me not to use drugs, not to drink alcohol, exercise myself. There's a to-do list to be a good murderer, isn't it? Well, watch a lot of movies. Watch The Godfather, for example, which I love. But I don't know, I never murdered anyone. Anyway, so there's a technique to do anything, like murder, for example. Military people, they study all this stuff. Maybe in academia, military academia, they watch Godfather. Who knows? Well, I thought to say something that is, I was on the fair today. I was on one of the biggest fairs, flea fairs, which is Valparaiso flea fair, and there's happening there right there something I don't really like, which is they close the best place to buy clothes, which is O'Higgins Square, which is aside the Congress, the country Congress. So I don't really like this situation, because I used to buy clothes there. The word is clothes, not closes. And well, I guess, like I am a Cancerian, I'm from Cancer. Astrology Cancer. Well, I feel today, especially today, that poor people who sell things on the flea fair, they are stressed. They are selling a lot of violent stuff, like English punch, I guess. I don't know the exact name. In Portuguese, you can say soco inglês, which is English punch. A lot of knives too. I guess people are more critical than before.